Through ball for Derek. Had just too much. The first touch for Juan Musso. Still no Emi Martinez. He's being rested tonight after his travails in the Europa League with Aston Villa. His clubmate John McGinn was playing earlier today for Scotland, but Martinez rested. Juan Musso gets the nod.
That's one player, Juan Musso, who will not be starting against Algeria. It will be Emiliano Martinez.
Well, indeed. There's a few subs for Argentina today who are not going to be in the squad of 26, but they might get a run out tonight. Lionel Scaloni also has to decide who's going to replace Leonardo Valverde, Marseille captain, who's been ruled out of the World Cup because of a calf problem. Starting it right back today is Agustin Diaye.
Themselves. We're not even 5 minutes in, and we can already tell what the dynamic of this game is going to be like. A lot of possession for Argentina. Honduras just trying to condense the space as the swinging arm of Simeone hits the Honduran player. It's going to be up to Argentina to be able to speed up that possession in order to open up spaces against Honduras. Honduras will be more than happy to just sit behind the ball, hopefully win the ball in a good area, and perhaps go on the attack in some sort of transition. As for Argentina, again, the responsibility is on them to speed it up.
The only time Honduras have scored against Argentina, they actually took the lead at San Pedro Sula back in January 03. Saul Martinez, but Melito, Lucho Gonzalez, Mariano Gonzalez with the goals, giving Argentina victory there, like they've done in the previous two. For the diagonal. It's too much. Giuliano, who played majority of the time on the right-hand side, 4-4-2 for Atleti. Played a lot of games this season, and that maybe had something to do with the end of their season just falling down a little bit after their exit from the Champions League. Poor kick out from Menjivar. Shot from distance, the goalkeeper kind of redeems it.
It's again Giuliano Simeone, who, as you mentioned, is playing on the left-hand side tonight as opposed to the right-hand side, which we usually see him play for Atletico Madrid. Straight ball from Menjivar onto the path of Giuliano Simeone, and Honduras just kind of dropped off. Simeone decided to, you know what, maybe I'll just have a go. Menjivar ends up coming up with the save. Honduras dropping off, no pressure on the ball, and hits it well, takes a bounce in front of Menjivar. Menjivar has to react, full stretch, gets a touch on it. Good save.
Oh, one back by Bond. Sandro. Thread the needle there, Marco. It's more often than not on the left-hand side for Strasbourg. It is.
Hey. So I'm going to guess the stadium is seeing what we're seeing.
Yep. Unless Palomo is deciding to take a bow. Got that caught between his feet a little bit. Hasn't. Slid on. Thank you, Jake. There were a few anxious people when Messi decided that he needed to be substituted playing for Inter Miami a couple of weeks ago.
And for a good reason.
Of course.
Argentina is still built around Lionel Messi.
Celso for Giuliano. His pass doesn't get to its intended target. Again, he's heavily involved.
Now, they can be a very competitive team without Lionel Messi. But with Messi playing at his best, even at this point in his career, he can still give you that moment, the special sauce, the special moment of magic that can open something up for you in the latter stages of the competition. What you need to have from Argentina is that nucleus of players, that core group of players that works around Lionel Messi is willing and able to put that same amount of work rate that they did in Qatar. If they're able to do that, Argentina will have every opportunity to win this competition.
Does he play every minute of every game?
Well, if I'm an Argentina fan, I would suggest, I hope not. I hope that there are moments within a tournament that is a longer tournament because of the number of teams that are playing this competition, that there is a chance for Lionel Messi to be able to take a few minutes off here and there. But that's going to be his decision and not so much Lionel 𝗩𝗦's decision. And I think at this point in his career, Lionel Messi does a very good job of understanding his body. And you'll see Lionel Messi for long periods of time walking around the field. A lot of the fans would kind of say, well, he's not running, he's not sprinting. And perhaps what fans are unable to understand is that he's just finding his moment. He's letting the game come to him because he's not in a point in his career where he has to go and chase it. Rodrigo de Paul will have to go and chase it. Ezequiel Palacios will have to go and chase it. Enzo Fernandez will have to go and chase it. As for Lionel Messi, he allows the game to come to him so that when it's his responsibility to give that moment of magic, he is ready, able, fresh, legs are ready to go and explosive enough to be able to do it.
Honduras down to 10 men for now. Kervin Arriaga, having received treatment for a back problem, been told he's going to stay off for 60 seconds. Well, it's Argentina's group. Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. They shouldn't need Messi to play 90 minutes in all three of those games.
Assume not. Then again, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, they did lose to Saudi Arabia to begin the World Cup in Qatar. So, on paper, it's a very accessible group for Argentina. It should be a comfortable group for Argentina, which then should make it a comfortable minutes for Lionel Messi.
Giuliano. And the diving header from Lautaro is well clutched by Mendjivar.
That's good build-up down the left-hand side. Good driving of the ball by Palacios. Brings the defender towards him. Good ball into the box, and Lautaro Martinez attacks it well. Hits it straight into the ground. Mendjivar comes up with a save.
Well, one back. Rosales. Rivas. Good pressure by 𝗩𝗩. Interesting point you made about Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia. Then they went on to win the World Cup. In 3 of the last 4 World Cups, the defending champions haven't even got out the group. France, the exception, they made the final in Qatar. But prior to that, Italy, defending champions from 2006, didn't get out the group in 2010. Spain, defending champions from 2010, didn't get out the group in 2014. And Germany, defending champions from 2014, didn't get out of the group in 2018. Strange things can happen.
They can. However,
yeah, not that group.
I am comfortable in suggesting that Argentina will get out of their group in this upcoming World Cup.
Yes. This is Thiago Almada. He does thread the needle. Nice turn by Lo Celso. 𝗩𝗩. Good block, but Lautaro at the second attempt. It'll be a corner. Could have been a lot worse for Honduras.
Again, good build-up. Lo Celso does well in getting himself turned away from pressure, understanding where the space is and where the run is coming from Agustin 𝗩𝗩. And from there, it's a good cross. It's good contact initially from Lautaro Martinez. Well blocked from Honduras. And then I'm thinking Lautaro Martinez is looking at the uniform Honduras and saying, yeah, that looks like our uniform.
There you go, Lionel. Tap in. Oh. First corner.
You asked at the beginning of the game about the importance of this match for a few of these players.
Yeah.
And if you go back to the 2022 World Cup, say a guy like Enzo Fernandez, he wasn't starting to begin with. They lose that initial game to Saudi Arabia, and some changes needed to happen for Lionel Scaloni, and he was one of those changes. And you think back to the sort of World Cup that he had. I wonder who the equivalent of that player is in this team currently that we're watching for Argentina. Who's that guy that is going to come in and make such a difference like Enzo Fernandez did or McAllister did in that World Cup for Argentina?
Battling away to try and win possession. Down goes Lo Celso. Down goes Simeone. Play on, says the referee. And Lisandro wins it back. Palacios. Moving it quicker. Moving it well. Barco. Hiai. Another corner. I spoke to you about Lionel Messi. How long will he play? Hopefully we get the chance to see the young man Nico Paz. What a season he's had. Serie A with Como. He'll be playing in the Champions League next season under Cesc Fabregas. Quickly taken and overhit for Nicolas Otamendi.
Yeah, the problem that Nico Paz has is
everybody in front of him.